Look, I am your mother, and even though I'm barely in your life, and even though I use you for my personal gain, and I demand you to give me anything I ask for when I ask for it from you, and I use you for personal manipulative gain in order to get what I want from others, or I use you to attack others for me by making you make decisions based on my own feelings instead of you listening to your own, I want you to accept my gifts as temporary gifts, but also I want you to accept things I give you that I call gifts when they're actually still things that belong to me that I'll never really actually tell you, so that I can start to use your place as my own form of a storage unit for free, so that I can start to treat your place like an open door policy, even though the environment that you share with someone else is actually someone I don't respect at all, and I want to find a way to control them. And since they won't let me into their life personally because they've either blocked me or they won't let themselves be around me, the only other way I can try to attempt to control them and the place that they live, since they share space with you, is by getting you to agree to letting me use your place as a storage unit, so that I can start to treat your place like an open door policy where I'm entitled to it because my things are there, where I'm going to call the situation of giving gifts as a redecorated way of hiding my true intentions of wanting to use your space as a storage unit, so I can entitle myself to controlling when I get to show up, instead of letting someone else tell me I'm not allowed to be somewhere because they have a boundary of restricting me from that place for their own personal mental health and self-protection from me. They're not allowed to do that. They're not allowed to do that to me. I'm your mother. You're supposed to let me go where I want to, regardless if the person you're sharing an environment with has their own boundaries. That doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is that you allow me to show up when I want to, when I decide I want to show up somewhere. And you don't let anybody, regardless who they are and if you share space with them, even if I've disrespected them on more than one occasion on a consistent basis, let them tell you I'm not allowed to show up just because they share space with you. I want what I want, and I want you to want what I want, and I will complain about how horrible of a person you are if you don't pay attention to what I want. Even if that means you keep secrets from them in order to help me gain what I want. Because I want what I want. And if I want access, you will give it to me. Even if that means finding a way to deceive the person you share space with in order for me to be able to gain what I want. Do you understand me? Oh, so you want to make someone I share an environment with feel powerless, and you want to use me to help you make them feel powerless in their life, as long as they're connected to me, because you want to feel like you're dominating their life after they've clearly shown they don't want you in it. So now the only way you can target trying to make them feel powerless is by trying to use me to do it, and using our environment to store your things to also attempt to do it, to give the illusion that they would then be obligated to hold your things just because you dropped them off and called them gifts when they were just temporary forms of exchange to hold for you, so that it entitled a mindset in your head that you would then be entitled to an environment you don't even pay for or own or even live in. That is some weird shit. That is weird as hell. No, that is not normal. That is very not normal. You're going to use your position as being a mother to do it. That's not being a mother. That's being a tyrant, okay? That's being someone that wants others to live for them. That's being someone that wants to make others feel powerless in their own lives. That's not being a mother, okay? But you're using your position as a mother to try to then make other people in their own lives feel powerless because you don't like that their boundaries are restricting you from having power over their lives. That's a bit obsessive. That's a personal problem. That's not my problem. That is not their problem. That is your problem. No, you do not get to use our environment for your storage. You do not get to use gifts exchanges to insinuate an idea of giving a gift when you're actually intending to use it actually as a storage unit for your personal ill intentions of trying to make others feel powerless, where you want to know not only where we live so that you will always have a way to access your things, but also making a person feel powerless about feeling emotionally obligated to you when they never should even be obligated to you, even if they have your things. If anything, let's say we put two and two together, your stuff would be left outside in a heartbeat, and you would have however long before somebody picked it up and claimed it as their own to go get your shit. Because I don't feel sorry for people like you. If anything, you're gonna get cut real fast, out of the picture real fast. There would be no remorse for your things being left outside for whoever comes and gets it first. That's called somebody got. Somebody gonna get got their things if they don't get their things first, okay? And so, no. That's trying to use someone's morals against them, and then trying to set it up in a way where if they abandon your things, then they're the villain in your story. Well, guess what? I will be the villain in your story, okay? And I will smile while I do it. I'm not going to have any shame for it. No. Trust me. I will not feel sorry for someone like you. And then let you try that with me again. Let you try that with me again. I don't care what title you carry. Mother. I don't care what title you carry. Your feelings will be guaranteed getting shattered by me. And I will leave it outside. I will leave all your crap outside. And then let you feel entitled to the pavement of where it's all at, because that's where you'll find everything that's been left if you try that with me. And if you ever try that with me again. And I will feel no remorse for you or your things. You'll have to start all over again if you try that with me. Go find someone else to do it to. If you really want to have that kind of control over someone's life, it's not going to come over here. Understand me? It's not coming over here. I will have no remorse doing that to you. Why are you reacting like this? You're supposed to let me control you and let me make you feel like you are completely obligated to me and that you feel powerless to me because I hold the name mother to you. Why would you sit here and talk to me like I have no power over your decisions? And why would you leave my things out there like that? That is so heartless of you. You're gonna do that to someone that gave birth to you. That is heartless. I am going to see you as someone ungrateful for the fact that I brought you into this world. How could you do that to me? You'd never do that to a mother. That is horrible of you. Leaving my things out there like that. What if somebody took it? Gosh, I can't even trust you. Right, the feeling's mutual. You've burned the bridge. Mother is no longer a title you get to carry with me. So please, check yourself.